Sonic boom! Peace, peace, peace. You already know the vibe. I do peace like this because peace is one, peace is together, peace is whole, and this just feels not together, not whole, not one. So peace, yeah. But the supersonic boom that you're hearing through your room comes from the god Omardis. Yeah. But anyway, I got a quick little review. Like, I just came back from the pre-screening of the book of Clarence, and honestly going into it I really had no idea. I didn't see no trailers of it. I just one of the directors out here, one of the people that direct our film festival out here, he invited me out to this pre-screening, so I had to show up, support the guy. Shout out to the guy, Tommy Nichols, go check him out. He's doing some great things in the city. But yeah, lock in with him. But anyway, so I went there, not really knowing what to expect, so I was just free balling. You feel me? Like I am right now, free balling. So I got there. But I seen a lot of the skinned folks, you feel me? So I was like, alright, this might be something that a lot of people already tapped in with. I just might be behind the curve, living under a rock somewhere. Which, high key, I am, for real. I feel like Patrick sometimes, you feel me? Anyway, so I was really impressed though. Like, it really impressed. It really kind of like surprised me how good it was. Even though it was a Sony film, I'm not too big on Sony and all that, but they did their thing on this one. I can't lie, they did their thing on this one. I'm gonna tell you the pros, I'm gonna tell you the cons. I really only have one con with it, and y'all let me know how y'all feel about it too. So, but I'm gonna go over the pros because there was a lot more pros and cons in this one. So some of the pros that I seen with Sony, like camera work, the camera angles, the transitions. So the camera work, like, without telling y'all too much about it, it starts out with like racing scene or whatever the case is back in the day, and like the camera starts at the horse's feet. They're going. So you just getting that. Oh, they was on it. That's just one of it. But then another scene it has when like they're lifting him up on the cross, and it's like an overview of him. So you really get the feel of like you lifting up with him. Yo, it's dope. It's fire. It's fire. I don't want to tell y'all what it's really about, but it's back in the day, and it's about like the Bible. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause I really want y'all to go check it out for yourselves, cause I can't do too much spoilers alerts either, cause that joint is fire. I ain't gonna lie to you. So it's not a trick. This video is not triggering. You're not gonna be mad at me, cause I'm not giving away too much gems. But I am going to tell you what I like and what I dislike. You feel me? Let's go. So, yeah, that was the first thing with that. But then the transitionings, like, for example, one of them was where he was crying. And then as soon as, like, the teardrop was about to hit the ground, literally changed to red. And it went to the next scene, which was, like, blood falling. And he was just getting, you feel me? That was dope. And I know a lot of people do transition like that anyway, and especially with a higher budget movie. Like, of course you're gonna get those little minor but like major details. But they really took their time on this, and I even say that because I stayed and watched like all the credits to everybody that was in there, and I was out there after the movie. I think I was in there for a good another 5 minutes. You feel me? Because like so much people was working on this project. I could see like they had a first unit, a second unit, like, and the second unit was just as long as the first unit. So I'm like, man, they really took their time on this. But yeah, that's with the camera work. That's the boring stuff. Let's get to the review of the actual movie. And the actual movie, like the plot, alright, I might have to give away a little bit of gems. I ain't gonna lie, it might be a couple of spoilers. But I think you can watch all this at the trailer anyway. You gonna get this feel of it of the trailer. Yeah, don't come for the guy. But my boy was smoking on that good ganja, you hear me? That good ganja, you feel me? I'm like, okay. Yeah, so he was really, he had the sack too. My boy was really out there swinging them things, you feel me? Everybody was going to him because he was the bull, you feel me? And it's the book of Clarence, so you already know who was doing it. Yeah, my boy Clarence, boy, he a real one too, like the real Messiah. You feel me? See, I wanted to tell y'all so much, but I know it's a pre-screening, so I know a lot of people haven't really seen it yet, so I don't want to give out too much information. But I like that they did do that. They had the hookahs in there too. Like, I'm like, not the hookah, Joy. How y'all got the hookah in this? Like, but like their hookah was different. I think they had like LSD or some shrooms in their hookahs. Cause you feel me? My boy started floating, like literally floating, levitating. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's on that. But I'm like, yo, like this show's wild. Like it's so modern, but it's so like back in the day, but it's so like us right now, so relatable. It was some good issue. And that's another thing with transition too, because like I said, he was floating, and at a certain point before they went to the next scene, he was upside down. And then the lady that was in the next scene, she was like, turn around. And she wasn't talking to him, she was talking to somebody else. But it's just dope how like they connected everything to make it transition so well. Like the minor details was major. Like shout out Sony for that, for real. And yeah, like they just so I was talking about the Messiah. They had a lot of hidden gems in this. Like they was telling, from what I got, they was telling us like immortal. They was saying that we was immortal. You feel me? Because my boy took he took all of them and he was stove rocking. You feel me? Stove. You feel me? So immortal. They was telling us that like the biggest message that I got, I'll leave that for last, but they was telling us like they was really just like us. Like they wasn't no different from what we doing now, and like we got our little sins and we got our little fantasies and we got our little guilty pleasures. So did they, and they was walking with the time of a Jesus and a time of when you can actually see it, and it don't gotta be by faith because it's by sight. You feel me? So like, yeah, don't beat yourself up because you think that you're not perfect, you know, on your own. Like, yeah, that was a message I got from that too. But the biggest message that I heard from it, me personally, just locking into it, was, hey, don't shoot the messenger. But all of us could be messiahs, for real, for real. If you just believe it, because nobody believed that Clarence, not the boy that was swinging the not the boy that was thieving and all that, like not the boy that was getting the bread from like crooked people. Not him calling himself a messiah, but yeah, he really turned out to be the messiah not because he was actually able to do profitable work or nothing like that, but because he was a real person and he could really change lives by really just putting his mind to it and really wanting to better his community and better himself. So yeah, you are a messiah, the Messiah. You heard me? For real, you are the Messiah. Like all you gotta do is walk in that light and believe it yourself. And honestly, like real miracles happen every day, B. Real miracles happen every day, B. How you think you wake up in the morning? How you think you got enough food in your fridge? How you think that you got enough gas? How you think your car's still running? Like all those things is miracles every day. Every day's a new day. So yeah, that movie really touched me in a different way. You feel me? Like I said, I didn't know what to expect, but I'm really glad I went to go see it, and I'll probably go see it again, to be honest, because this time it was free for the kids. So I might. No, I'm lying. I'll probably go see it for free again. You think, but well, yeah. I mean, shout out to the folks though. But now I gotta get to the con of it. And like I said, I only had one con for it. Like it was all black. It was a lot lot of blackness going on. You feel me? There was a lot of melanin going on in that thing. You feel me? But then they had like, and I get it. It was kind of like a metaphor, but they had like the guy in the beginning of the movie, like, and all throughout the movie, like some dirty guy, some smelly, like old homeless guy that was really just like nobody really was messing with him, and he how do I say this the way he ended up being Jesus in a metaphor, but they had another Jesus that was the kinfolk, but he ended up being Jesus too, and the one that was actually on the cross. But he wasn't of the skin folks. He was of the, you know what I mean? So I'm like, how do y'all have all this blackness and then y'all go right back to that? Like, aren't we tired of just seeing that? We clearly know that it wasn't. I'm gonna just say, we clearly know that it wasn't white people walking around those times. Like, they're in Africa, they're in the desert. You feel me? So it's like, it's clear that it's not just a whole bunch of white people in there. So for it to be somebody that has hair like wool and skin like copper, we know it's not. We know you're not. You feel me? You're not pink. You feel me? No disrespect. Respectful. You feel me? We know that. And that's been proven. So for y'all to keep trying to throw that in there, and then he's the one that's on the cross, but then like it was really confusing at the end because I didn't understand how they were trying to put him there, but then had another Jesus, and that Jesus actually came and touched Clarence to wake him up. But then isn't he Jesus? Because 3 days later he woke up Clarence. I'm like, is there 3 Jesus in one? Like, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit? Nah, because they was all supposed to be Jesus though. Like, I was confused on that. And that was kind of a con for me. So, but overall, I give that movie a 9. Not Rotten Tomatoes. This isn't Rotten Tomatoes. This is Fresh Fruit Review. You feel me? Fresh Fruit Review. You feel me? And it gets 9 out of 10. You hear me? That thing was A-okay with me, you know? It was A-okay with me, you know? Yeah, they did their thing on that one. I can't lie. I cannot lie. But yeah, I recommend that.
So that he may know that my twin brother is a man of no faith.